good morning. Just an update to the prior video that I made. The microphone volume was too low. The gain was set at 9 o'clock. I've turned up to 12 o'clock, and now you should be able to hear me a bit better. It was a little bit too quiet before, but it's great that you guys gave me feedback, because otherwise I wouldn't know, because I listened to everything on my headphones and it sounded okay because I've got it in my headphones, right? But if you're listening to it on the computer speaker, it's going to sound really quiet. So hopefully now you can hear me and you don't have to adjust the volume. This is an update to the gold Aussie, which I've been actively trading, and it's going very, very well, breaking support. That was the level of interest here, which is your C, A, B, C, D, and well, I actually was quite lucky. Well, I don't suppose lucky. I was just checked the technicals and I entered short. If you check that high, I'm not exactly that amazing at order blocks, but I think there's an order block here. Right, so that's likely to be a resistance, and obviously that, the supply there. So the combination of the two with the harmonic in play, and we made a lower high, and so it looks like we're breaking this support now. So we could even potentially get down there. My robot is targeting 2430, and that's when I'm going to get out of my manual trading. The robot is fully algorithmic trading, and that's where it's projected to take profit. So I'm assuming, because the robot has had amazing success for the last 40 weeks and it hasn't let me down, I assume that it's not going to let me down this time. So if it's got a TP at 2430, then I could just hold on. Right, there's the logic. We're breaking support, we've got a harmonic, descending pitchfork. Immediately it's the hour, so you could be looking at a higher time frame, but it's looking quite good for a short. So just wanted to update you on that. This is how it's calculated. Those dashed lines are created from this. So this is the 0 fib. That's the 38.2. This is the median line, which is your 50%. So it's broken the median line. It's broken the 61.8, or it's teetering on it at 2479. So currently short. If it goes above this blue box, I'll have to rethink the short, but it's been a good one to do. It's quite nice because if we do have a risk on scenario, Aussie is going to appreciate, and so this will fall. And because the FOMC is out later and Powell's going to speak, that's going to be potentially bearish gold. So it's just it's got two things that are going against it. So it's looking quite good for a short. But the fundamentals, perhaps gold might rally, so we do have to be a bit careful. But it's quite nice that the fact that if Aussie goes up, this is going to fall, and we know that we're risk on if we look at the risk calculation on the spreadsheet. So that's that. That's a current trade that I've done, and that was the logic for the short. Hopefully that makes sense. Insert shape rectangle. I need to read up Marco's order block stuff. I think that's how it's done, isn't it? It's on the candle, the prior candle. It's the reversal, but yeah. So that's perhaps an order block there. So what else we talk about technically? We can go through them. Aussie USD. Interesting that we had exact respect on that line, 7135. Wow, that's an old line. So how many hours old is that? That's really, really old. So see, it's how exact that pitchfork, the trend line, the zoom indicator, you would not have spotted that. So that's going to be a good resistance, 7135. So if you're trading this, we want to keep an eye on that. There's your support. We'll do AJ, because I'm actually was selling this and it's doing a similar thing, but the angle is less acute. So keep an eye on 8106, and so we're 8107, 8106 now. So it breaks 80.98, will come down to 80.24. So it all depends on risk appetite. If risk appetite sours, this is going to fall, like I said in my prior video. What else do we want to look at? Pound USD. Well, we knew this was a buy because we look at the sentiment on the dynamic. Just referred to that prior video that I was saying they shorted it. There's them shorting it there. So price goes up, like I said. The SLC is 132.81. 132.81. So it's a great example of using two things for confluence. There's your stop loss cluster liquidity area, and there's your technical resistance, which is actually the 38.2 on the diagonal. Okay, it's a bit messy. I might need to clean these charts up a bit, but you know, you get the idea. So there's a confluence of resistance there. Okay, EURUSD. How are we looking? So we got 112.80 resistance, 112.67 support. We're going to have resistance anyway, but we've got strong support from here. Right, okay, so dollar yen. Oh, okay, it's a weird one. How are we looking? So we've got an ascending pitchfork, support at 113.63, resistance at 113.80. We break that, we'll come down to the support, so potentially 113.40. So we're going to have lots of dip buying there. I think it's probably going to happen again. If we break 113.26, then you know we're going to fall quite a way. Potentially down there. Dollar CAD. This has been on a tear. We had the buy signal at 127.51. Way down there. There we go. Yeah, 127.51. So we've done very well on the bubbles. So it had a bullish harmonic, which is a sharp pattern, and we had the prior resistance, which then turned into a turncoat support. That could have foxed them a little bit. Looked like it was going to fall, so they shorted it in a big way, but yet we rallied. And likewise again, we had resistance, and now we've got a turncoat support. So this is going to be oil led as well, don't forget, and everything is going to really spiral when FOMC comes out later. And what else do you want me to look at? Maybe Euro Yen, that's quite popular. Resistance 128.28, support 128.04. So unless you want me to look at anything particular, I'm going to wrap up the video now. But they do request, and I won't mind at all. It's not a problem. So we have resistance and we've got support. That support level is 127.74. We break that, we're going to test this low at 127.38. So descending pitchfork, bearish ABCD, and we've got resistance above and support there. So it's probably going to do this, to be honest, and then come down and then come up, sort of sandwiched almost. You can see how this is like the two layers of the bread. We break that, we'll break this, and then we can come back down. We'll have to, yeah, that's going to be a key support as well, 127.94. So yeah, I'm going to wrap up the video now, and it was a good demonstration of the sentiment and how to use the confluence levels. So they did move it up high, they moved it up by 10 pips. It might have been a sound strategy, have to wait and see. So that's obviously that, it tied in with the technicals really well. So grab a copy of the Zoop indicator, you won't regret it, it's absolutely amazing. Full kudos to the developer, it's fantastic, and get a copy of the SLCs as well. And you can have a look at the ratios. This is the done money flow. If they short it, you know, we'll go up pretty much, and it will disregard this because this is a snapshot. This is a moving picture. This is like watching a film. This is just looking at a photograph. Okay, so I'm going to wrap up now. Maybe I'll just show you the FX, SSI, and the products pricing. There you go. And then you use the QuasiDB code on your Pro Plus, and it's $16 a month. It would cost you $49, but it costs you $16 or $17 if you use the QuasiDB code. And you can do an annual, and it's even a larger saving as well. So it's worth doing. And yeah, let me know if this volume was a little bit better, because the last video I made was a bit too quiet. So good luck tonight, and I'll speak to you soon.